Zan.
One.
Baseline.
Yep. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's rap.
It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
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 It's me, Enfluential. I'm back.
Right.
Episode 26 called This Trap.
Right.
Let me get this money to the stacks. I don't even really rap. Yeah, but I bust out the trap, get that money, sunny, funny. Every day is all hummy. I got a green lane in the lane like a gummy in the damn fuck me up, so I gotta get
you
money.
ain't go eat.
Hey, I ain't really lose nothing.
No.
And no, I ain't bluffing. The Earth Angel saying something.
Yeah.
He said, bless you, son, let's pump it.
Why?
Cause
it's the Porch Podcast. So come on.
What?
It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
What? It's the Porch Podcast. It's the Porch Podcast.
Yeah.
We back. Yes, sir.
It's the Porch Podcast. It's the Porch Guy Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential. And I'm rocking with my brother.
P Original, baby.
All right. This episode here is called The Zap. The Trap.
Trap.
Back to the trap.
Trap.
Back to the trap.
You know how the young boy said, I'm in the trap.
I'm in the trap.
I never like this shit didn't seem like it would be a comfortable place to be.
Yeah, thanks for tightening that camera up, cameraman. We appreciate you. You're right. Talk to him, man. Talk to him.
I'm learning, right? As I go on, man. You know, I don't know everything, and I'm comfortable with that. So I was sitting back, and you know, we like our music, you know.
Right.
Came across something called trap.
Trap. And
I'm not just talking about trap music, but in this sense, that's how the kind of conversation kind of got started.
Right.
So I just don't understand it. Maybe as a DJ, brother, you can give me a little bit of clarity on what makes, what defines trap music.
Okay, I'm going to say that trap music, from what I remember, is something that really originated in the South.
Okay. Were they trapped or something? Like, what was going on?
No, it was about hustling. You know what I mean? They call it a drug house a trap house.
Yeah.
I believe T.I.'s one of his albums, man, might have been second album.
Okay.
It was called Trap Music or something like that.
Okay.
You know, with 24s and all that on the, you know, that album. But don't charge it to my head or my heart. Charge it to the Earth Angel if I'm not getting everything correctly. Just correct it.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, the term trap in reference to music was attached to possibly originated in the South. Yes. Like you said, don't hold you hostage to that.
Right.
But it was more in reference to a crack house.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems inappropriately appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, you see where I'm going with that? It's like, okay, well, you know, it could be a trap. You can go in there to do one thing and the shit might turn into a trap.
Right.
For anybody that enters that situation. So the music though, because listen, I don't categorize music like that. You know what I mean? Like, it took me some time. Like, you know, you got people that's gonna say, you know, old school rap, new school rap, you know, hardcore rap, gangster rap.
Right.
All of that.
Because I remember somebody tried to tell me, well, the first original trap rapper was Kool G Rap. And it's like, nah, because you never heard, you know, New York referring to it as trap music. See, first of all, not to cut you.
You cut me.
First of all.
You explain it. Go ahead, brother.
Music is what it is when it comes to a title.
Gotcha.
Because you name it. See, I remember Teddy Riley was sitting on the porch. I mean, you're going to be sitting on the porch one day.
Right.
Okay. So I got to tell you some funny. I'm going to say it on air too. But was sitting on the porch. It's that Earth Angel.
Yeah.
On the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get your shit from the trap house? My shit ain't hitting like that. Damn. Okay, go ahead. So Teddy's sitting on the porch.
On the stage.
Okay, he's on the stage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen,
I just want to say, so that's a nice goddamn hat, brother.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man. Hey, man, you know.
It matches. They got your Charlie Brown shit going on and everything.
My
you know what I mean?
child. Oh, shit. My child thought enough about me.
Yeah.
Shout out to my baby girl.
Yeah, that's a nice hat. You could have got one for Uncle E, too. You know what I mean?
Right.
I gave you money back.
Right. You weren't worried about that.
Nah.
You weren't worried about that. I'm glad she had me on the mind and on the heart.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Teddy was sitting on the stage.
He told everybody that they can create their own genre of music. And for people that don't know what a genre is, it's just a style of music. You know, like hip hop and R&B is considered a genre. Well, hip hop,
like
R&B,
jazz,
those are genres.
Okay.
You know,
rock,
okay. Soft rock, heavy metal, stuff like that. Yeah,
soft rock,
powder. This or that will be real interesting.
It should be. It just should be
real interesting, ladies.
All right. So go ahead and break it down.
He explained
genres.
that.
Okay.
He said when you had your own sound, he said y'all had your own genre. You just didn't name it.
Right. Wow. Okay.
So he's like the originator into a sense of the New Jack Swing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you remember, like, Pharrell was sitting there, and he had that Neptune sound. You know what I mean? That Neptune sound was him. You know when you heard a Neptune beat for most of the time. If he would have just called it this is Star Trek music. So that's why now, you know, trap music is still there, but it's fading. What's really big now is drill.
Oh, word.
Pop Smoke.
Okay, all right, I know the brother.
CJ Whoop-Dee. Yeah.
I don't know all of the artists, but if you put some of their songs on, I go, okay, I heard
the type of sound it is.
Hey, man, listen.
You know what I mean?
I have an appreciation because all music is just a form of expression.
Shout out to Family Pretty Tsunami. She got a song called Drill. What's her?
Oh, well, see, now, first off, if you family, shout out to you anyway. you know, you doing what's in your bloodline to do. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and represent and be your very best. But yeah, no. So the trap music is fading.
It's not going to fade.
Around. It ain't going to totally dissolve.
What's really people paying attention to more now is what they call drill. That's what the kids.
Shit, I can't keep. Okay,
drill.
All right.
Drill. That's what I say. That's like Pop Smoke.
Oh, you see, that's right.
Whoop-Dee. You know the song called Whoop-Dee. It's another one. You'll hear him. You know how like Dior sounded. Christian Dior, and Welcome to the Party. How those beats sound. But then when you started hearing the pop that they had on the radio, what you know about love?
Come on,
I got what you need. What? Take it to the studio when you want, and put it right on that MP. I've been to oversmoke. No, that ain't how I go. That ain't how I go.
It don't go like that. Damn, hey. You might want to go ahead and get the beat together. You know what though? Okay, so drill. I got it now.
Right.
I got it now. See, here's my thing, right? It's on subject, off subject. It's on subject because I want to say this.
Right.
Whether it's trap or drill, what I have an appreciation for
is music.
Is the art of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, hold on.
It's the art of it. Right? And I'll say this. The reason why I like that is because, to me, certain things in life is supposed to consistently evolve.
Right. Like
the beauty of music, in my opinion, whether it's trap, drill, old school R&B, old school hip hop, is there a class, there's a generation, that's attached to it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, like, that was the on-subject element of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I guess the off-subject side of it is that, you know, the term trap, you know what I'm saying? The term trap and the term drill, I think a lot of what comes into play with that is we as people who kind of remember other forms of music can't get past the term.
Right.
So, like, I'm taking the time to ask you as a DJ, because we from the same era.
Right.
So clearly it's not like, you know, I'm asking someone who's 17, 18, 19 years old, hey, yo, what's trap music? No, I'm asking a person who is really a connoisseur of music, right? Because, like, you have to know all of these things. Right. You got to evolve in your business to be able to, you know, stay relevant.
They're all subgenres. And then some genres become special to be able to become a main genre. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for example, they're all considered trap music, drill music. They're considered all a form of rap music. Mm-hmm. Where now when you'll see it as say hip hop / rap, because it is a difference between hip hop and rap. It's a difference.
Yeah, there you go.
You see what I'm saying? But it all falls in together. And just like what we was talking about, soft rock, powder, soft rock, heavy metal.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when people say, the real thing that people get stuck on when they hear the word, like for example, when you hear pop music or mainstream, what do you think of?
Michael Jackson, Britney Spears.
Right.
Those are just a couple names that come to me quick. Maybe Prince. I don't know.
Right.
Even what's the name right now too, and I like all of his music. Bruno Mars. Man.
Right. Great answers, all of them. However, pop just stands for popular music.
Look at that.
That's all it stands for. Mainstream. So if you turn around and you see what you know about love,
anytime
I got what you need. Talking to the studio, I've been to write on that MP. For y'all don't know, that's an MPC is a classic beat machine. So I'm talking about putting somebody on a beat machine. Anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now.
Yeah, because it's two beat machines going on. You know what I mean? They both got bass.
However, when you sit back there and you think about it, that some of them songs fall on it, but that'll also be on the hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, it goes back to what Teddy Riley said, about, genre. Now, why we're speaking all on the music and this show is titled Trap, I want to speak from an artist's point of view to make a person understand. When people think of the word trap, it's multiple things, like we say, that comes to play. Music, hustling, or just being, like you said, trapped in your mind when we was talking off air.
Absolutely.
Now, you don't have to be trapped in one genre in your art.
That's right.
So
that's right.
You can move around. It all ties together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And move around. So a lot of things what creates the world and create why we have so many, remember back in the day, matter of fact, I was listening to it about a week ago. I was listening to EPMD crossover.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Now, basically what they was talking about, when I was a kid, all I thought about was taking a basketball and clearly crossing somebody the fuck off. You know what I mean? But what they were saying, they were strictly hip-hop, keep the crossover. Like, they wasn't never going in the mainstream.
Yeah.
See, back then, it's like you had to create a sound to become mainstream. Nowadays, it's not a sound. It's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
It's what creates you mainstream.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I go out, that's why it's not shocking that a person like Drake could be at the top of hip hop because he does what he wants. Because one day I got enemies, not a lot of enemies, just spitting, you know what I mean? And then it's, I got my eyes on you. Yeah, everything that I need.
Yeah, he figured it out.
Yeah, he figured it out because he understands I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm not just a rapper.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's smart. You said Teddy Riley said the thing on stage though about we
just gotta name your genre. You gotta name it. And what he was basically explaining that to Pharrell, that we didn't name it. Why this is on my mind, because you brought that up and I kept saying the porch. I just gotta say, shout out to my man Brock, man. He came across my story today. He said,
Brother Brock.
Damn. He said, call me, man. He said, damn, you don't even fuck with me. My Jersey boy don't even fuck with me no more. You went out on the porch and never came back in the house, man. Like, damn.
That's never the case, man.
I said, nah, bro.
Never the case.
I was cracking up with that shit.
Big Brad Brock, no son. Never forget. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, it's funny. you know, it's the word trap.
Right.
Okay. So, like you said, building off the music element of it, hustling, Mindstate, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So, you ever see a person I know you have as a DJ. Jokers talk crazy about music. Oh, man, that shit ain't music, man.
Right.
That ain't nothing. And you go and you DJ and you see these people in various places and you throwing on some old stuff, some new stuff, some trap music, some drill music, some line music.
Right.
And you see some of them same people who kind of just like anti or in opposition to understanding that there's a different genre of music, right?
Right.
These are the same people that's out there and they doing more than the two-step. I mean, they dancing their ass off.
Yeah.
They sweating damn near spilling their drink type
Especially
shit.
because that Earth Angel done land.
Right. Mm-hmm. So they can't front no more. You know, I have an appreciation of art.
Me too.
Right? And I don't think that I will ever get to a point in my life where I reach an age where that won't be the case. Like, I think that'll always be the case.
Yeah. I agree.
With that being said, shit, it was some bad music back in the day.
Yeah.
And you do got some bullshit out now, too. I'm not going to take the time to run no list of them because I don't keep score with that.
I ain't supposed to.
But I will say that there is, you know, like anything else, there's some good, there's some dope, there's some, you know, all right type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't get your mind outside of the fact that music and all those other things, you know, are supposed to evolve,
yeah,
then I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, shit, you can't play 8 tracks no more.
You know what you is?
What?
Trapped.
You trapped, exactly.
You
That's
trapped.
why I was saying that, man.
You trapped.
You trapped in that same place. So
Still stuck on that soft rock.
that's
It's closing time.
Yeah.
Let me get the powders. Like
And blow my mind.
Today. Like that's how that shit be.
Like it's
You know what I
different.
mean?
Like Petey.
Yeah.
Think about it. Petey started off.
You ever think Petey sniff powder?
Oh, I know he do. I know. Listen, I know he does because I'm telling E, man, that bitch was so numb one time. A dog was biting the flavor out that bitch body, and he was sitting there chilling. He was like, "Oh, little dumbass laugh." Like, Peter, you bleeding, bitch. He just kept on sitting there, just letting him gnaw at him. And then one day, you know, he realized, man, he had to let that shit go. And so that's when he expanded on his business. So now he walk dogs, he fly birds. This bitch does everything, you know what I'm saying?
So what you telling me is Petey is the guy who owns the Dove Company.
Yeah.
Where they let the doves and shit go.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Petey is the kind of guy that understands that, either you gonna evolve in life or you gonna stay trapped in the same old dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just like, even with like, all right, so coming off the music, right? Even vacations.
Right.
Cause let's talk about something like fun like that, right?
Yeah.
You know how you start off, you know what I mean? You take a little road trip,
Right.
Short shit, 3-4 hours away. In our case, since we right here in the Jersey area,
Right.
We think we doing something. We shoot to North Carolina. Shout out to my North Carolina family. Peace, y'all. What's going on? When you take your ride to North Carolina and you cool out, and it's magical like that, right? You say, damn, the air different around here.
Yeah.
You notice that shit ain't where you go?
Yeah.
You're like, damn, the air is amazing here.
Yeah. Then, but you do remember when you first get in some state, you smell that almost fart in the air smell like that.
Right.
Like,
Well, it's yeah. Like, you don't know. Like, when you pay a toll, they don't tell you, like, about 6 more miles up the road, you're going to smell some shit. No, it's all right. Just don't turn around because we're going to charge you again, bitch. You come back this way.
Right.
No, what I was going to say was, you go down there and you say the air is different. The people are nicer. Everybody's friendly. Seems like everybody nice as shit, like we talked about in Good Energy.
Right.
Right? And then all of a sudden, you do that 2-3 times. You say, all right, it was cool. I had a good time. It was all right. I ate a little bit, slept a little bit. Regular shit I be doing here.
Right.
So then all of a sudden, you psych yourself up. You say, nah, I need some shit. I got to get on the plane.
Right.
So now you flying. and you get to these different places and you reset the whole shit again. You like, oh man, like when you went over there and you was out there in the West Coast, you know. I talked to you. You talking about I'm on a bike.
Yeah.
Riding a bicycle.
You called me talking about, yeah, man, COVID is still, the numbers going up, man. Fuck that. I'm on a beach cruiser on Venice Beach right now.
That's what I'm saying. You out there in front of the chicken spot and all that shit. Yeah. Riding through, living your whole life.
I'm living my best life.
Yeah. I ain't going back and forth with you.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you clearly wasn't trapped.
Right.
That's the point that I'm making with that, right? You realize at some point or another, it ain't got to be bad where you at for you to even, like, want it better.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You could have a great time here.
Yeah.
You know, like, even when you was talking about before with work and having jobs and stuff,
right.
you talk to some people, you say, man, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to go. And you say, yeah, damn, but you can't stand your job? No, I don't hate my job. Yeah. Nah. I'm just ready to go and do some other things. Yeah. I don't hate my job. So, in essence, you know, you're not trapped. You're there by choice. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Now, trapped is different in that situation. Right. In that scenario, it's like, you know what I mean? Shit, I couldn't leave if I wanted to. Right. But that's a whole different kind of, you know, concept in that situation.
That form of a trap, where most people are not paying attention to and seeing, that is more so of a mind state. Mm-hmm. Because unless you locked up, that you ain't trapped. It's like this. Everybody at a time in life may have had a mouse or something in their crib. Mm-hmm. And I remember that
Chuck E. Cheese.
One of my first apartments, you know, I happened to have a mouse come through. I didn't have a mouse problem. Make that shit clear. It was one mouse in that motherfucker, right? Mm-hmm. And I found out. I said, yo, how the hell is he getting in here? So what he was doing, you know, because mice climbed, the motherfucker was going up the pipe, coming in under the sink. Because the hole was kind of big, just the plumbing work, you know what I mean? So, for people that don't know, mice don't like steel wool. Yeah. So, me and Dobbs plugged the hole with steel wool. He said, this how we gonna get him. One or two motherfucking things gonna happen. If he ain't in here, when he get to the door, he ain't coming in this bitch. Period. Right? Yeah. 2, if he in here, he's staying in this motherfucker. I'm like, whoa, power.
I don't like option.
I don't like option.
So what you got for say?
He said, no. He said, but I ain't done. Okay. We gonna put a trap right the fuck here. In the cabinet. Yeah. Yeah, fuck cheese. Need a little peanut butter. Yeah. Put a little peanut butter on that trap. I'm telling you, son, that's what he said. So I'm sitting in there watching TV, sipping a little Earth Angel and shit. You know how sometimes you be sipping. You know what I mean? You sitting there.
Something at the periphery.
And then you just hear something go. You just hear a noise. You be like, so bitch, this how I was. I heard. The fuck was that?
Yeah. Say, who in that bitch popping rubber bands?
Oh, bitch, you was here with me.
Oh, Mickey got sticky, bitch.
Mickey was here. So he left. He was chilling, trying to go back in because I'm going to go downstairs. You know what I mean? Oh, they got peanut butter in there.
Yeah, Jiffy.
Oh, last one. Last meal. That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crazy shit, though. You talking about trap. He was trapped for death, though.
Yeah.
He was trapped for death. There was no way around it. Crazy shit that ever happened to me, though, was when I was off some Earth Angel one night, and I walked in my crib, and it was a bat in that bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got in there.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
Call Pop.
I went and got him. I ain't even calling him. I went and got the nigga. I sobered up fast as hell.
Pop, man. I seen Pop punch a mouse.
Yeah.
Nah, sharp your shit got to be.
The mouse put itself in the trap.
That bitch walked by like he was cool was happening. Pop punched the shit out of that bitch in the sink. I remember that, man. Yeah, but what happened with the bat, yeah.
He opened, he came, he flashed the light, pushed the door, so, oh yeah, that's a motherfucking bat. That's what he said. So he cut the light on, he noticed the bat just kept riding in a circle. This nigga took the broom, Babe Ruthed him. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Mock! Bitch, that bitch. Bop! The fucking bat hit the ground. He looked over at me. Pick it up. What? Bitch, what?
Shit, we can't call Robin?
Yeah, you right.
Come pick Batman up off the floor?
I didn't put him there, Pop.
Nah.
Pick it up. But that was Dop's way of always getting me not to be afraid of shit. He figured once you hold it in your hand, you know what I mean? So I ain't pick him up with bare hand. That's rabies shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this plastic bag, grabbed him up, threw him in the trash outside.
That's that real. You'd have had COVID a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I done bunk over to America off that bat, bitch. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, I know what you mean, but that's like you said, trap. I didn't even realize that. You know what I mean? You had the whole shit with the steel wool and the peanut butter trap shit and all of that.
Trap.
Yeah. Well, like I said, and like you were saying, I'm sorry.
And you remind me with that Reese hat, the peanut butter.
Look at this shit here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You just made me nigga think about it.
Glad I could be of service, man. So I was getting ready to say to you, man, key point that you had put out there that was really big, and that was being trapped in the mind.
Right.
Now, out of all the traps, that's the worst place to be trapped. When you can't physically move, you come to grips with your limitations, right?
Right.
Like if you were in a room, and the room is small, and you can at least turn around, you understand the significance of the lack of space that you have.
Right.
Right. You say, well, shit, I can move this way, I can lean this way, I can do what I need to do this way. But psychologically, what do you do with your mind when it's trapped? You can't take it out your head and say, well, I'll put this other. Like, I got two minds. I got the mind that I had on the charger that wasn't dealing with the same things that I feel like I'm trapped in versus this. Right?
Right.
So when you got that going on, it's a different dynamic. What I will say to anybody who is listening to this, if you're mentally trapped, don't be afraid, man, to talk to somebody.
Right.
Get some. That don't make you sick. That don't make you ill. That don't make you none of those things. What it does is make you, clear on what you want to have resolved.
Right.
We make jokes all the time on the show. Shoot the shit, and that's what we do because we sitting on the porch, and that's what we do. But in the grand scheme of all of it, the word trap, even though it's only 4 letters.
Have you ever really shot shit?
Is the shot shit?
Yeah, you said shoot the shit. Yeah, have you ever? You got your face turned up like you smell shit.
Not this week.
Yeah.
Not this week. It's early. Still early in the week. Can't rule it out. But I mean, if you can't get outside of your own head, that's a tough place to be stranded in, man.
Yeah.
It's a very tough place to be stranded in. So, keeping it on a lighter note, as opposed to being on that darker side of things.
Right.
I have a little bit more of educational music now that you explain what trap music is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Drill music.
Yeah, drill music. Like back in the day, it's like genres always, or sub-genres and genres always change. People like to name music by the times. Oh, that's 70s music, 80s music. I like 90s.
True.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But people would make it. I remember when I opened up for Kid Capri one night. And, it was crazy, but I did it. It was Kid Capri. It's the first time ever I was playing music for anybody, and they say, we want you to only play this type of music. Like, I'm like, bitch, you don't nobody never tell you what the fuck to play. I said, all right, man, what y'all want?
That's like telling the basketball player, I only want you to shoot jump shot.
They said to me, they said,
get to the hole.
Play
that motherfucker.
I said, what you want to play? They said, just play 90s R&B. Oh, move the fuck out the way. I can just go ahead and do this right quick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That was nothing. But
how did you feel about that though?
When I first heard it, I was annoyed.
As I would expect, like anybody who worked
because you're taking away from
you
the
gonna put
artist.
me in the box or what? They was trying to what? Trap you in.
Trap it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
But
I'm glad the professional in you.
Yeah, made it happen. I made it happen.
God made the right one to DJ, yo.
Yeah,
I'd have went up that bitch. First thing I played was the newest shit.
Yeah.
Tell me what to play,
bitch. Yeah.
They would have had to unplug that shit if it was me.
Right. Right. I know you. You was ready for it, but yeah.
So much better in life, man.
No, it's no big deal. But in the 70s,
Yeah.
we had what they call funk music.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
We want the funk.
Boom, bang, boom.
Gotta have that funk.
Hey,
Oh.
we want the funk. Gotta have that funk. I was supposed to say, need that funk.
That's all good. What was going on though?
Flashlight. Just the earth. Earth angel.
I toast your cup and let's talk shit like we do.
Dang, I don't know what the fuck in this cup this week. Give me a toast. God damn.
Not over the shit. Drippy drip.
Is that the shit you shoot?
So different genres of music, right?
Different genres of music, even though we talking about, like we said, we talking about trap, has had some artists because of labels back in the day wanted them to be a certain way. So one thing that's common in a lot of music is people want to get out of their deals, and some of them were what? Trapped.
There you go.
See what I'm
Very
saying?
good. Like they
Trapped
spun
in
into
their
the
deals.
segment. Good
so
job.
it's good now because what people are starting to learn and understand, like we said several times already in the show, that being trapped in anything is a mind state.
Absolutely. First
It's
and
a mind
foremost.
state.
You got to claim that first.
You know what I mean? So when you break the shackles in your mind, my good brother, you would now turn and become better. Like, it's not ironic that the nigga that had, let me, all right, that's just the Earth Angel. The good brother that had the album Trap Music, T.I., you know, which is an artist that I was pretty much a great fan of, talks now as if he was never trapping.
Funniest thing about it is it's probably always been the way he spoke.
He always have.
But it's one of those things where, you know, as articulate as he is, as an artist,
He's an artist.
he was being an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that we may know personally that may say, oh, man, you know, you guys are on the porch, man. Y'all be talking this, that, and the third.
Right.
And then when I talk to you, you know, on a one-on-one level or in a different arena, it's a little bit different. Well, newsflash. Everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody's different depending on the arena. And it's like I just made a video about keeping it real and keeping it 100 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People get in the way, or what gets in the way sometimes of people accepting people for who they are is who would they would want them to be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And
right.
And when you kind of defend against becoming what they think you are,
right,
or who they would like you to be, they saying that you're being difficult. Right? Now they are trapped into their own mindset and their own way of thinking in that situation.
Right.
Right? I remember, right, just talking about it.
Do you remember
how, and I'll give you a prime example. When a person is trapped sometimes, they will consistently do the same things over and over and over again to try to break you, right? Because they want you to either come into their world or accept the world that they're in.
Right.
Right? So if you show no emotion, then you don't care, right?
Right.
Or you don't care that I'm in this this is how I'm feeling. If you show too much, then you worse than them, right? I can remember, and it sounds a little different, right? But I can remember, God bless his soul, make sure rest in peace, Mom, when Pop used to come in the crib, and he might have had a rough day.
Right.
And he be in a mood. He wasn't in no crazy mood, but Pop's mood would be a little bit different, I guess, to her.
Right.
She would say something to him like, Harry, you know, because you know how you call Pop that. Don't bring that shit here. Whatever went on out there in that dynamic
is out there.
Is out there. He had trapped that thought process or that experience what he was going through at the job or wherever and brought it home and tried to release the trap there. No, we're not going to do that.
He needed that switch.
He needed that switch we talked about before. But
who the fuck moved the button?
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it had trapped off into his mind.
Right.
That this is how I needed to be.
Right.
He came home and he came into an environment
not to cut you, I just want to say
that was different.
I had that same problem for a long time, and I'm really, really just starting to overcome it.
Yeah, well,
Right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the biggest part about that is, like I said, keeping it real and keeping 100 is the reason why it's so difficult to do is because it requires you to, and it's going to sound selfish, but it's not meant to be. It's going to require you to kind of not be so guarded on another person's feelings.
Right.
It's not that you're trying to. It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference between being guarded against someone else's feelings and trying to hurt their feelings.
Right. Right. When you blatantly trying to hurt somebody's shit,
Right.
it's a difference.
That's a difference. Like when you talking, and like you said, like
Right.
for you to acknowledge the fact that one of the biggest hiccups that you had was carrying whatever went on through the day to your home front. You came home, and even though you might not think you're projecting that, you are. And now you created a whole different dynamic or a whole nother issue because it got trapped off in your mind,
Right.
whatever that issue is. See, we got to stop allowing those things to take place. It's not an easy thing, but the first thing that you're already doing is accepting it or acknowledging it.
Right.
So that's the difference. So, like, that word trap, and I heard it with music, it intrigued me. It intrigued me because I wanted to understand that concept. You know, why would somebody want to be trapped, or what's the difference? Now, I will agree with you, too, on the sense of the whole situation with those younger artists who are
Right.
doing that music.
Right.
They're not as trapped, some of them.
No. No.
And
No, they're not because
I think that is pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's because they learned they got a better mind frame and a mind state to understand that I know how I'm gonna run this business. I know
Right.
how I'm gonna do this business.
Right.
But you had to be smart at the same time because cockiness and you doing it the wrong way could lead you into being blackballed. See, nobody didn't say that you had to be. You couldn't have a major deal because a lot of people say, "Oh, everybody's independent." A lot of people do go independent. Don't get it wrong. But the part about the major part is they can sometimes get you in different rooms and different situations, you know, that you may not be able to get into unless you're that guy completely.
Right.
However, just make the deal make sense. See,
Right.
back in the day, major labels were trying to always get over. I'm putting up all the money risk, so bitch, I'm taking all your money.
Right.
But you forgot that you were the talent. They needed you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you were so trapped in your mind to want to be heard or be seen, you didn't take care of your business. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So with that being said, you know, this kind of leads us into this or that. Which genre did you like better?
Out of all of them,
Hard rock or soft rock?
this is one of them dilemmas because either way you got to pick a blow. I'm gonna say soft rock music. And you know what? I think
Powder.
yeah. Hey, I have to claim the powder on that one because
What was considered soft rock? Like was like Lionel Richie all night long, all night.
I want to say
That's more
I
R&B-ish.
would need somebody to say it, but I want to say soft rock was more like
Sheryl Crow.
what's oh my
All I
god.
wanna do is have some fun.
Soft rock was probably
I
like
got a feeling.
what's
I like Sheryl Crow.
it be in a lot of movies, man. It done been in so many movies. Something about not cruising.
Nah, not cruising. That's Smokey, bitch. That's R&B.
Not that. no. Surfing USA.
Oh yeah.
Like that
And
kind of stuff.
everybody loves
Yeah,
surfing and surfing USA.
I think that's more like soft rockish
Yeah.
kind of speak. You know what I mean?
What's that shit? That hard rock be like.
Yeah. You need rock to understand it.
Yeah.
A boulder.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's funny that it's called
Yeah.
heavy metal, hard rock, rock and roll, like hard rock. Because you had that old time rock and roll, and then you had soft rock hard. But soft rock, they probably was like, 'Cause all I wanna do is have some fun.
Right.
I got
I'm gonna say that category minus the blow.
Right? But
yeah.
hard rock, they was probably like, take that spoon.
Yeah. Think about it. No bullshit. Like, which one you got to be tweaked out of your mind?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. This or that.
But
this or that.
But we still this or that. But Teddy Riley said what? You gotta name your genre. So do you? Is it safe to say they was? 'Cause all I wanna do
That's what I'm saying.
is have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's more LSD type of shit.
Yeah. Hallucinating.
More drifty type of shit. Nah, all right, this or that. All right, you ready?
Right.
I'm taking the play out your nasty ass playbook this week.
Let's go.
All right, would you rather piss on yourself or shit on yourself?
Ooh. 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 Where I'm at?
You at the mall.
I'm pissing.
Yeah.
What I got on shorts?
You want to make it as nasty as you fucking can, huh?
Nah, if I got on shorts.
You got on sweatpants.
If I got, I was about to say, you be smart. You be, yeah. Well, I still go with the piss. You want some brown shit on your sweatpants? You know what I mean? They were like, oh, he got on the mouse. He got on the mouse traps with that peanut butter on his shit.
I mean, cause some of this shit is gonna be hard. Like, you ever heard the old cliche between rock and a hard place?
Yeah.
Fuck is a hard place?
Yeah, like
I don't even like how that shit. I know what a rock is.
Yeah, listen.
Fuck that hard place.
Hard place. Hard?
What's hard in it?
Wait. What you calling hard? I don't even like this conversation about hard shit.
Yeah, we talking about cinder block, bitch, or we talking about like coffee packs before you open it and it come down? Like, what kind of brick hard shit you talking about?
Yeah,
Give me one.
This or that. Hip hop. You was talking about music a lot. Hip hop.
Okay, all
right. Panasonic or Sony radio? When you was out walking with your tapes.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I can't get it wrong. I can't.
No, you can't.
I can't. Sony shit, right? Sony shit. I'm trying to remember. We had Panasonics.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so it would be easy for me to say that.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sony did this shit with the radios, and y'all remember, like they had a yellow joint.
Sony Sport.
With the sport, like.
Yeah.
I just like that they had more variations like that or that.
Color, yeah.
Because my shit was more boom box.
Now, yeah, you had the motherfucker, the shit that got
Radio Raheem shit.
Yeah. D motherfucker D, yeah.
Them big ass batteries.
You had that.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. It depends what type of dude you was.
Right.
You regular cool out dude like me, you gonna probably go with the Panasonic. You know why? Because, I gotta be a little extra. It's all black. I wanted to match my clothes. Like some shit like that. Not back then when you was young. Yeah. You was 14. You thought everything.
It seemed a little more aerodynamic too.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of round.
It was kind of round.
Like a big ass battery.
However,
right.
If you was one of them niggas that like to fight, you need that Sony. Because if you bust a bitch with that Panasonic, all your batteries going everywhere.
And then the weight changed like a motherfucker. That's like hitting the bitch with a feather after that. You know
what I mean? So, the batteries. Now, when you rock him, he better go to sleep. Yeah. Because if you swing at him and miss, and your battery still fell out, now you got to run and you ain't got no batteries.
That's true.
So, it depends. I was cool. I was a cool out dude. I got along with him. So, I Panasonic and match my clothes, be on my bike with, to the Jeeps. Lex Coops, Beamers, and the Benz. You know what I mean? They playing all that type of shit.
This or that, man. Chinese buffet or what's the Golden Corral?
I'm going to go Golden. Back in the day, I'm going to go. See, what happened was the Chinese buffet, they sucked us in. This is what they did. When they first opened, they gave a bitch them king-size crab legs.
Would you stop the shit and talk about it? Go ahead.
They gave us them big crab legs. Then all of a sudden, them shits, now they got a little snow crabbies.
So we got trapped?
We got trapped. Now, bitch, listen, they was like this. You got to go around into that Chinese buffet. Yeah. They shitting on everybody.
Yeah. And they always had them dope ass
You know what I
Bitch,
mean?
you gotta go to the Golden Dragon, bitch.
Niggas turn around.
They slaying them.
What they used to do, right? They used to take that little butter bowl, right?
Yeah.
And crack all this shit, drop
Yeah.
they shit in the butter. Heart attack waiting. I used to just dip mine in the butter and eat it.
Yeah.
They drop it and let it soup in.
Yeah.
Nigga, you making butter? You making crab butter soup over that bitch? What did you talk about letting soup in?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
But Golden Corral,
Yeah.
they just fell off a few years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because buffets just ain't the same no more.
Yeah, you know what though? My whole thing with buffets, it was funny. I'm right-handed.
Right.
When I went to the buffets, I made sure I made my plate with my left hand. Most of the time, I'm gonna touch my food more or less with my right hand.
Right.
Every time I went up to that bitch, every time, somebody's kid was up there
Yeah.
touching all the shit.
Yeah, you'd have been a good food inspector.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Touching
you'd have been a
all
good
the
food
shit.
Inspector, yeah.
To the point where they turn around, they got to get on the PA system and say, anybody 12 and under
Yeah.
needs to be accompanied by an adult at the buffet, please.
Right. All right.
Because I done seen little Billy, he doing the same shit I'm doing right now with my nose. I'm thinking about it. And then he take that spoon and he want to get some, some rice. I don't want rice anymore.
Yeah.
Billy done messed my experience up. But guess what?
Now, I'm going to tell you what I did.
They ain't giving me my money back. I done paid for that shit already.
I remember when he wanted some rice, little Billy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Semi-mushed the shit out of him out the way first. I got mine first.
You did that?
Yeah, I did that over some food. I ain't never tell you, shout out to DJ Ronsky. I ain't never tell you what he did.
Don't eat.
I'm going to tell you, no, he don't mind. He don't mind.
Fucking rat
Young
segment.
Boy,
Come
remember back,
on.
say the rat segment.
Why would you
Stop
use
bugging.
his name?
It's funny.
You could have kept the shit anonymous.
Nah, he don't care about this shit.
You don't know he don't care.
All right. DJ
You on the run,
Ronsky,
man.
right? Yeah, he did. That's what he did. What the fuck happened here? He dripped on the shit.
That's the government.
So-
Stop fucking talking.
So,
This is the right thing. Go ahead.
remember Shawnee's?
I do.
Yeah. So breakfast buffet. You know what I mean? It was all you could eat. You know, we and him.
I remember we was like 16, still saying we was 11 and shit.
fucking with that fucking with that oink. So he wanted that bacon.
Mm-hmm.
He said all you could eat. You know how you put the metal pan, like they put the whole metal pan of the fresh bacon out. This nigga walked over there. This shit hot. Took the whole metal pan to his table of bacon.
No, he didn't, man.
Shit, if
No,
he
he
did, that nigga took
he
the whole
didn't.
metal pan
Don't
of
do no
bacon.
shit like that, man.
Yeah, it was about halfway.
No, bro, I
about
know
half-
you didn't do that.
Yes, he did. Ask,
Why
call him.
would you say that? I'm going to call him on
Ask
that.
him. Call him and ask him.
I can't believe that.
And they told him to leave. He said, bitch, y'all said it's all I can eat. I'm about to eat all this motherfucker. About 19 then, man.
He pulled up the whole bacon pan.
Burnt the shit out of his hand and everything to get
Yeah,
that.
'cause that shit be piping.
That
It
shit
look
hot.
like mom used to say, that shit look like it's piping. Nah, man. Word is bond. What buffet was it?
Shawnee's.
You said that.
Breakfast buffet.
It's the fucking EA, man. Sports Earth Angel shit. It's got me.
Shawnee's. Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
They
some
gone
shit.
now anyway,
But back
man.
in the day, we used to be doing some no dumb shit. I seen a I was just in Florida not too long ago. I seen a Shawnee's.
Yeah.
No, it was closed. Yeah, you right. They gone.
I done seen all kind of shit, man. Listen,
Yeah.
down in, I was at a buffet. You know,
Down in the dirty where the girls get naked. P Valley.
Nah. Fuck you talking.
You ain't never see the show P Valley?
Nah, man.
Listen, real quick. This or that. I mean, this is one I
Oh,
had to
go
go
ahead.
for this or that. Now, before I ask the question, all right, so stand up.
Comedy.
All right, stand up comedy.
Got you.
This or that. Mike Epps, Jamie Foxx.
I never seen Jamie. I
never
never
seen
seen him. Not stand up.
Oh yeah, that's. Well, I'm gonna tell you if you ask me, I'm gonna see Jamie Foxx.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even
Shit's
with
hilarious.
But see, even to me with comedy, like we was talking about with music and genres and stuff like that.
Because this is a 2-part question. That's what I'm asking you. But go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
I can't fairly assess that situation and say one over the other. I seen Mike in person. You saying Jamie? I can
No,
only,
not in person. I'm just saying, like even if you see it on TV.
you know what? If it
I
did,
never seen
if it
one
did,
in
I'm not
person.
recalling. It's been so long.
Right.
But I can't pick one.
All right.
I can't pick one.
Now, me personally, I'm gonna say Jamie. Now, sitcom.
Okay.
Mike Epps or Jamie Foxx?
Well, I'm feeling the Upshaws.
Me too. That's what I was going with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I'm feeling the Upshaws.
I feel like, man, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and clap it up for Mike Epps. I feel like, because some people think that Mike Epps stand-ups isn't funny, but I do. You, Tony, you have me 2 sweaters.
That shit make me laugh
every time. You know what I mean? Like
every time.
Like what he say? Yeah, Tony out there to see Tony with his lady. Yeah, I'm just, how you doing? Praise the Lord. I'm out here with my old lady.
Yeah.
And then you see by yourself, where the nigga, where the bitches, where the bitches, where the bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But stand-up wise, watching Jamie Foxx, that shit had you in tears. However, the Upshaws, and what's the Jamie Foxx McCall? You know what it's called?
Something.
Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me.
Yeah, Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me.
Yeah, right? The Upshaws got it. Did you watch the whole season yet?
Of the Upshaws?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. This shit.
Nah. No, but
that shit funny.
Yeah. And then Wanda Sykes is in it, you know.
Oh, yeah, Wanda Sykes is hilarious.
That's a different, whole different comedy. Excuse me. Once again, I think it all depends on the person and the art.
Right.
I think that they're great. Both of them are great at their
crafts. They're funny. Well, Jamie Foxx, just want to make this clear, is probably my favorite entertainer of all time.
Yeah.
I've said that often.
Yeah.
Because he did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Radio shows.
Yeah.
Comedy, I've done it. Make music, make albums, act.
Yeah. Jamie's when you look at what he's accomplished, let's put it that way. He knew where he wanted to go.
Right.
He wasn't, and that's the difference to me between the level of success with some of these people.
Right.
Some people have this thought process of, I'm just going to let my talent take me where it does.
Right.
And others have this thought process, I know where I want to go.
Right.
And that's where I'm going.
Right.
So I think that's what we see with certain people. You know what I mean?
just explained. You know what you just explained, right?
What's that?
They not trapped.
They're not trapped, right?
They're not trapped.
They're not trapped. They're not defined. They don't have a ceiling. They don't have any of those things.
That's the reason why I was sitting here, and those two came to mind, because I'm not saying that Mike Epps was ever trapped. Mm-hmm. However, I don't understand why, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I remember why they never tried him at a sitcom. I think his career would have been a lot further if they would have put him on a sitcom. Mm-hmm. Because you had people say at times that Mike Epps stand-ups aren't funny, but when you're doing the singing shit, like I think it's fun. Like, but I love to laugh. I like comedy. However, Mike Epps tends to be very funny in a lot of movies that he's in. Yeah. So could you imagine with a show being based around it with one of him, being one of the main characters? Because the one thing about the Upshaws, like when you had Martin was the main character. Mm-hmm. When you had the Jamie Foxx show, the Upshaws, they're all the main character. Well, him and Kim Fields and Wanda Sykes kind of share that spotlight together. Right. And it might have a lot to do with the fact that Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps and all, they're executive producers of the show. Correct. So it's dope that they all created that. Mm-hmm. And it's good to see Kim Fields. She always, was a great actress. But even Mush, she was in Living Single, Mush more into a
supporting role
like that. Yeah. And be funny, because that show was a funny show.
Yeah, I think. All right. So, like in the framework of this or that, right? Right. Now watch this. Well, I don't know what you're going to say, but I know what I'm going to say after you say your answer. Okay. All right, this or that. I understand. Which one of the two comedians that we're referring to, right? The two comedians.
Jamie Foxx and Mike Epps. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you rather invite to a cookout?
I can't answer that, and I'm going to tell you why. Jamie Foxx has a good conversation a lot of times. Whatever I've seen when when he was on The Shop. Mm-hmm. I don't mess with the stuff. I just like how it smells.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious to me. After he started drinking, he's a dancer. He like to dance. He like to play. So that's that. But at the same time, Mike Epps is so much a reminder of, he reminded me of Uncle Jay.
Okay.
He reminded me of Uncle Jay.
So
I want them both there, bro. Yeah, I need
you
that.
You don't have to pick it. Yeah. Even though we're doing this or that.
Right.
The reason why I say that, right? Like if I absolutely had to pick one,
Right.
I would prefer them both me and there. But if I had to pick one, I would say Mike.
I figured you
But
would. Yeah.
because not that Jamie's not relatable.
No. But Mike is more relatable to us.
When you asked me about the comedic element of them,
right.
And then I thought about the question like you were saying before, like he was like, I always wondered why didn't they, like offer him a sitcom?
Yeah.
Mike kind of gives me the impression
he could have been offered it, but we just didn't know.
That just is like, that ain't me, cuz I ain't gonna sell nobody on that shit.
Right.
That's not who I am. So like for me, I love to be around them kind of people because that's.
But you know what's crazy? And when you sit and you think about it, when you sit back and you think about it, the time of the career when Jamie Foxx had a sitcom and Martin had a sitcom, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what pushed you.
Yeah.
Jamie and Martin switched the form of what sitcoms was because we were used to the Cosby Show. Mm-hmm. I think one of the most slept on sitcoms that changed black TV was Living Single, because you had 4 women.
Okay. They were living single.
None of them were basically known for their comedic thing. Then the 2 guys on there, they had acting careers, but nobody was like. Honestly, when you looked at it, we was like, "Oh, I'm about to watch that new show with Tootie and Queen Latifah."
That's exactly what. That's crazy because that's exactly what.
Because that's how you would say it.
That's how we refer
right?
to it. That is how we refer.
Because
to
let's be honest, Kim Fields when she was Tootie, she was the token of that show.
You right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You couldn't leave that out. But when we seen Live and to watch that show, and I was happy for women and the spinoffs to like stuff like Girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
All that type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff mesh well. But you're right. I think we can't say that Mike Epps has never been offered that. I think he may have just went with this one. Being the executive producer, one of them, he has a lot of say-so behind it.
Exactly. He has more control.
So let me rephrase that. I make that clear because I'm not saying he never was offered that. Because if I said that, I didn't mean that. However, he could have just said that, like you said, that ain't me. But as far as a cookout, it's hard. But listen, everybody, the one thing that we're talking about, that we're making clear to everybody is, these people decided not to be trapped.
Exactly, bro. That's the main thing.
Even if you're in your everyday work environment, you don't have to be trapped. Jobs may not necessarily treat you the way you should be treated, but you don't have to be trapped to where they have you at.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, you don't. I mean, I think that we already know. Like I said, it's a mindset. You can I think you can handle physically being trapped better than mentally. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is once you identify with whether or not you're psychologically trapped with anything, like the minute that you come to grips with the fact that whatever you want to do, and you unlock that into your mind. That's how we talk about all the time with what affirmations or what's the other one, bruh? Manifestations. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, the unlocking element of it is to unlock the trapped thought in your mind.
Right.
That you can't reach those areas, you can't be as great as you want to be, and all those things. So psychologically, once you unlock it,
right,
then physically you can kind of manifest those things and be able to direct yourself and be able to go into that direction. Mm-hmm. That's why I do the things that I do, especially with the food for thought, because see, at this point, my mind
is telling you no, but your body's telling you yeah.
Not trapped.
Yeah, no.
Like he was trapped in the closet.
Yeah.
So, like,
shit.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one. But what I was saying is, even though it sounded like I was being funny or silly, your mind is telling you no, but your body's telling you yeah. What I meant by that was, your mind necessarily wasn't telling you no. However, we get trapped in the mind. But physically, you have to say it and put it out there to do your food for thoughts.
Yeah.
For it to happen.
Yeah, for me, it's so funny with all of those things dealing with the food for thought element of it.
Yeah.
I will say this. Anybody who is trying to, quote, unquote, elevate themselves, right? Whether they feel like they're in an uncompromised position, a trap position, or whatever you may have you have to, first and foremost, psychologically understand whatever your limitations are. And then understand how much of that is something that you're creating in your own mind. Right? Then after you do that, you have to make the adjustments. That's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I talked about in the one thing, and then, they're available, like I said, all the time on Food for Thought, on P Original 1996 on YouTube, all my Food for Thoughts. I was talking about the whole situation dealing with passion and purpose.
Right.
See, it's very, very difficult for you to ever get any better than what you are when you don't go after the things that make you who you are.
Right.
It's very difficult. Because as long as you're living up to the expectations of those who are around you or those who have expectations of you, that is the best you'll ever be.
Right.
And so that trap word, that trap mindset, that right there, if you can break that and start to put yourself in a position where you can start psychologically winning,
right?
Oh, your wins, they flood in then. They keep coming in like crazy. You ever sit around, you think about the things that transpire in your life, right? And you sat up there one day and you just sat there and said, no, I'm not going, this is going to happen for me.
Right.
And then it happens.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and you manifest, you manifested it into existence.
Right.
Well, that's how it consistently works. See, if you think trapped, then you'll stay trapped. If you think free, then you'll live free and be free.
Right.
That's the difference. There is no magic other than the magic that Merlin has outside of that.
With that being said, man, this your boy, Mr. Influential. And this is my brother, P Original.
Yes, it is.
And this is the Porch Podcast, man. We love y'all, man.
All right, we love y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.